Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, we always knew this was going to happen, and if you ever thought that Malam Buhari and his cabal are ever going to respect anything that comes from the courts, then you are a special kind of stupid. So with that guys, I bring you this. D.S.S turns back bailiff, Sowore's lawyers after perfection of bail, says we close at 3:30 p.m. So that's the headline. Breaking news: D.S.S turns back bailiff, Sowore's lawyer after perfection of bail, says we close at 3:30 p.m. So now let's see now what reasons they are adducing for continuing to detain this guy outside of the law. Lawyers to pro-democracy activist and publisher of Sahara Reporters, Omoyele Sowore, were unable to secure his release from the Department of State Services on Wednesday, despite perfecting his bail condition and securing a court order to that effect. Justice Ijoma Ojukwu of the Federal High Court, Abuja, had issued an order directing the DSS to immediately release Sowore and Olawale Bakare, widely known as Mandate, after the two of them perfected their bail conditions. However, upon arriving at the DSS facilities around 4:30 p.m., the court's bailiff alongside Sowore's lawyers were turned back by the secret police, which claimed they had closed for the day since 3:30, 1 hour before the court officials and lawyers arrived. The agency said it could therefore no longer process the order for the day. The court bailiff and Sowore's lawyers were asked to return to the DSS facilities on Thursday tomorrow by 10:30 a.m. to serve the order. The DSS is charging Sowore on 7 counts bordering on treasonable felony, cyber-stalking President Muhammadu Buhari, amongst other offenses. The defendant's trial had been adjourned to December the 5th and 6th for trial. Sowore was arrested in Lagos on August the 3rd, 2019 by the DSS for calling on Nigerians to take to the streets in peaceful protest to demand a better country from President Buhari's administration. So now there you have it now, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently the DSS closes for 3:30 now, 3:30 p.m. I'm sure you all work, and you all know what time you clock into your place of work and what time you clock out of your place of work. Traditionally and globally, the working hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. These are the traditional hours for working, but apparently in the Department of State Services, a department, by the way, that is so important to the security of the country, that should be working 24/7, because does the security of the country then end at 3:30 p.m. is really the first question that you have to ask if the DSS is closing for 3:30 p.m. So after 3:30 p.m., will Boko Haram then end all their activities, and the Yahoo boys stop their activities, and the people working against the state of Nigeria stop their activities because the DSS is closed for 3:30 p.m. So this is the first ridiculousness. But the second ridiculousness, of course, is that these people really have pushed this request back because they want to go to Aso Rock to get direction from Malam Buhari, or really Malam Buhari is not there, so they have to go and get instruction from Abba Kyari. So they have to go to Aso Rock to get instructions from Abba Kyari to say, do we continue to now detain this guy outside of the law, because the law has now perfected his bail conditions, but now you have to now make a decision on what you want us to do. So now, it is now not so much the rule of law that superintends the Nigerian state. No, the Nigerian state is superintended or superintended, however you choose to pronounce it, by Abba Kyari effectively. So now they have to now go to Abba Kyari to ask him if they can release Sowore or not. Never mind what Justice Ojukwu said, never mind what the Constitution says. The decision on how and when Sowore Sowore will be released, or even if he will ever be released, or even if he continues to be a man of living, really, let me just put it that way, because I have to be mindful of the language. So even if he continues to be a man of living, is effectively a decision for Abba Kyari. So now these people now, they are saying they're closed for 3:30. The Department of State Services, that is meant to be the secret police of the Nigerian state, keeping an eye on the well-being of 200 million people, they close for 3:30. This is now what they are saying. But of course, they are going to Abba Kyari to get instructions. Conversations in the comment section. Sowore is now being detained outside of the law because his bail conditions have now been perfected, has been set by Justice Ijoma Ojukwu, the Igbo judge that set his bail conditions. So those bail conditions have now been met. So there's no reason now legally for this guy to continue to be at the pleasure of the D.S.S. So they are now effectively detaining this guy outside of the law and waiting for instructions from Abba Kyari and Malam Buhari. So come tell me what your take is about all this going on in the comment section. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what your take is on the rule of law in the Nigerian space in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Join you in the comment section. But here I say peace.